a good boy, aren't you? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. Going to try something a little bit different. And it's all around food. And these two, while setting up, I know, have been following me everywhere. But welcome, ASN. Welcome, Jamie. Thanks for joining us. And I'm just checking us out on the TV to make sure everything's working fine. I'll keep that on so I can follow everything. I know. Look at this. Is that? Yes. I know. But I'm going to do something a little bit different, something I haven't tried before. I think I might have tried once. I know. I've tried once before, but I'm going to try and do it a little bit different tonight. Try and set it up. I know. They're all keen. No jumping. Well, I know. It's all happening. That's enough. That's the boy. Okay, we'll give you a treat. I'm not going to show everyone. I'll just wait for people to pop in and then we'll get ourselves started. Here we go. Come. We've got one of these nice treats. Here we go. Come. That's the boys. Sit. Drop. You're down. There we go. And there's one for you. There we go. Let's go. Yeah. That's it. That's the boys. I know. No, we're going to get started in a second. We're going to have some nice goodies here. Hey, Jeff, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start off soon. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. Give it a go and see how we go with it. For the boys, I'll reveal it in a moment. That's the boys. Hey, what's those teeth? What's that tooth for? I know. But welcome, everybody. Hey, Jamie. We're going to end up in the kitchen in a moment. The terror. Yeah, I know. Is a bit of a terror. But what we're doing tonight, come. Here. Want to try and avoid all this. We're going to be in the kitchen. And we're going to be just trying out a few things. I've got some treats here. I'll show you how I made them. And we'll go through that in a moment. And then over here, we're just going to cook up a meal. They have been fed, but this is something I cook up from every now and again. It's pretty basic, but we'll run through all that in a moment. But we've got to get these boys sort of settled, and we'll get ourselves going cooking. Before I forget, don't take notice of the time, but I've got to set the oven to 180. There we go. Come on, over here. Come. Chicken. It's chicken. I was going to get turkey. Oh, very good. And we're going to make some treats. No, you can't have that. We're going to make some treats tonight. I've sort of set myself up so it's easier to do because I'm a one-man band. One arm. I know. Okay. Hopefully. But while I've been setting up, they've been really following me around and what we're doing. So, oh no, I hope he's not going to bark the whole time. This is probably going to end up weird, but we'll see what happens. But welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll get starting in a moment. We're just this fella won't settle. I might have to I've got some lick mats as a backup as well. But if you keep barking, we won't be able to do it. That's enough. Hey, that's enough. No. Out, 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 out. He knows that. Out of the kitchen until he can behave himself. So tonight what we're doing, we're going to cook up some of these treats that I've made here. I think might have trouble because of the problem with food being the centerpiece of everything. But I made these treats up, and I was looking. Well, I actually got to thank Kathy Payton. She sent me some a whole heap of recipes, and I sorted through, and some websites I could go to. He is like a kid, I can tell you. To some websites that we could go to, and I've come across these ones that are good for joints. And I'll go through the recipe and that, but these two, here you go, have one. They love them. There you go. You can have one too. And I went out to the dog park to do a little bit more training with this fella here. I took Buzz with me and gave Buzz his ball. And then I was having him on the lead around the dog park and that. But Buzz left his ball alone and kept following me because I was training Bolt. And keep giving him some of these treats. So they're very nice, obviously. And as a human, you could probably eat them yourself. So we're going to run through that in a moment. And then we're also going to go through, I think I said it before, a recipe that I do. It's really easy. There's not much to it. But I think this is the main ingredient. Bone broth, made for dogs, which I'll be happy with. So what we'll do, before further ado, I've just got to change cameras. And we'll just quickly go this. I'm waiting for the oven to... I know, boys. I've just got to put this on the tripod here. And then I'll just quickly get my fingers out of the way. Last time I was practicing... Whoops. I was practicing with this and the whole thing just popped out. So fingers crossed, this all works. And I'll be using this... hang on. There we go. I think we've got it right about that. Squeeze that down there. And then I'll just walk around with this for the moment. Make it a lot easier. But welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Doing something a little bit different tonight. Just going to do a quick a treat recipe, which are these treats here. And the boys love them. And we'll go through the ingredients in a moment. Okay, we're back over this side. Just check where we're at here. Make sure I can see what I'm doing. I think we're pretty well much right now. Okay, with this recipe, I hope everybody can hear me. With this recipe, it's good for their joints and for their bones when I looked it up. And with Buzz, and that's Buzz. Here, Buzz, come. When he comes over, he has arthritis. And one of the main ingredients in this is turmeric, and that's that there. So what you need for this recipe, it says, I never take notice of recipes, but I'm pretty well close to it, is some butternut pumpkin. It's saying half a cup of butternut pumpkin and some carrot. I've actually added the carrot in myself. So I've already pre-cooked that. There's the carrot and the pumpkin. And what you do, you mash that all up as you go like this. Hopefully everyone can see what I'm doing here. You give it a good mash. And to that, you add oat flour. This is good Australian oat flour. So it was pretty hard to find. It was actually just by itself on the shelf somewhere. So what you need is a cup of oat flour, which is apparently supposed to be good for dogs. And it's friendly for dogs, so that should be fine. So you put half a cup of that in, which I'm not going to do. You add 1 egg, you crack it in. You put in half a teaspoon of turmeric. That's that there. And then, this is optional, you put a quarter, where is it here? A quarter teaspoon of black pepper. That might not agree with every dog. Hopefully it does. It hasn't had any trouble with Buzz or Bolt. But the reason why you put a little bit of black pepper, just a quarter of a teaspoon, it helps the dog to absorb. The main ingredient that's in turmeric is curcumin, and that helps. It's an active compound that helps it to absorb in the dog's body, as well as you do that for humans as well. I've actually taken turmeric before and I've added black pepper to it. So you don't have to put that. Part of the recipe said you could alternately put in fish oil. So once that's done, you mix it all up for the sake of trying to stream and being one person. I'm not going to make it. I made some up last night, and that's what I came up with. There's more paste. I had actually had more flour than what they said. So it might have been because I had too much pumpkin and too much carrot. And when it becomes like sticky texture, where it sticks to your finger, I don't know, they rolled it, but I couldn't roll it. It just becomes sticky. But I found if you put it out for a while, it sort of hardens up. And then, through the magic of everything, I've already got some pre-prepared, which you're going to put in the oven. You put it in the oven at 180 degrees, that's Celsius, not too sure what that is in Fahrenheit, for 20 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop that in the oven, and in the meantime while we do that, we'll have a bit of a run around with Buzz and Bolt, let that cook away, and we're going to see how they come out. And then after that, we're going to go through that other meal that I do for Buzz and Bolt every now and again, which involves chicken and just vegetables and some beef broth or some chicken broth. So I've got to change cameras here for a second. Just give me a... I think I can just use this. Hang on. I think I can just use this. So what we're going to do, without putting everything all over, we're going to pop this in the oven, which I've already pre-prepared, and then after 20 minutes we're going to have a look at it and just see how it all comes out. So the oven is a little bit slow. It's at 164. I give up. I'm just going to throw it in anyway. Does anyone else do that? They throw it in. It's at 166 degrees. What do you think? Do you want me to wait? Do you want me to wait? See how they're hanging around the kitchen? I'm not too sure if that happens to anybody else, but I can see there's heaps of people that have come into the chat. I haven't been able to look at it, mainly because I'm showing my chef skills. And ultimately, I am not a chef. That's my disclaimer. I have no idea what I'm doing, like most things, but we're going to give this a go and just see what happens. And I don't know, just see what happens. So we're going to pop that in the oven. It's close enough to 180. We'll just pop him in the oven here. Fan forced oven as well at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. And we'll come back and we'll see what happens there. Come on, boys. We're going to bring some of these treats over and I'll just show you how much they like them. They truly like them. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Here we go. Here we go. Come. Bolt. Yeah. Sit. Drop. Oh, sorry about the look too. It was a warm day here today. So I've got my t-shirt and shorts on with my Ugg boots. What's everyone think? It's a good look, isn't it? I probably should take them off. That's the boys. Okay, come here. Here. Enough of that, enough of that, enough of that. And then we're going to have a quick look through the chat. Here you go, you can have one. And I've already fed them tonight, but a really small portion. So any of the treats that they're going to get on top, and probably after I cook that other meal, I'll get a little bit of that. It'll be close to equivalent what they normally get of a night time. Hey boy, there's a dog barking outside and all that. But welcome everybody. We're just going to have a quick look through the chat. I'll just say hello to everybody. I know I've missed a lot. I'll start from the top. Hello ASN. Great to see you. Great to see you, Jamie, as well. Jeff, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Alfredo, great to see you. That's enough. Great to see you as well. Welcome. And who else have I met? Jeannie, welcome. Great to see you as well. I'm just quickly running through saying hello to everyone. Everyone's laughing. All right. Yes. They're great legs, aren't they? My Uggy boots. I don't know. I think it was around 21, 22 degrees today. When we were down the dog park, it was a lot warmer. So spring is certainly coming in, so which is really good. Hang on for a minute. I'm just going to quickly, Jay, but great seeing you all right. Let us know where you're watching from. We're based in Sydney, Australia. And for those who are new, that's Buzz that you see there. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy, and he was a rescue dog at 18 months. And this is Bolt. He's a loud 19. He's just as loud. But that's Bolt. He's a 19-month-old Staffy mix, and we believe with Ridgeback. And he was a rescue dog. Show your face. Hello. Oh, no, you don't want to. He was a rescue dog at 2 months old. And there's a big age difference between the two of them, but I've been very lucky that they've gotten on well, so well together. I know. I'm just going to see how don't you touch them. Who thinks he's going to touch them? Who thinks he's going to touch them? And also in the chat, if anyone's got any recipe ideas or what they feed their dogs, just let us know in the chat. I'll try and keep up with everything. And Crocodile Dundee. Turmeric and pumpkin is a good mix for anti-inflammatories. Yes, that's why I've got to thank, once again, that's enough. I've got to thank, Kathy for sending me all these recipes to look into and look up. And that one caught my eye straight away for those anti-inflammatory for Buzz here. Because Buzz, if people weren't aware, has arthritis. So, which I've got to remember, I've got to give his tablets tonight. I better not forget or I'll get in trouble. Dear. And I'll just quickly running through here. Bolt has a strong bark, and that's good. He's a good watchdog. He watches, and he would let you in, and if you wanted to steal from the house, he'd help you. But like with that strong bark, though, that'd ward people off. Hey, that's enough. I know you can hear stuff outside. You can hear stuff. That looks a bit like Abbott, doesn't it? Remember Mamma Mia? Anyway, I'm showing my age. But great seeing everybody tonight. Thank you for watching us. Really appreciate everyone's support. And these two, the key will be, because they're going to start playing up in a moment. They're going to start playing up. And I actually didn't time. I forgot to put the timer on. I'll just spot check them. I think I put them on about 22. They've been in there for about 5 minutes, so there's 5, 10. About 5 to 7. There's the clock up there. 5 to 7, I'll go and check on them. I don't want to burn them. Oh, Jamie changed the profile pic. Cool. I'll go and I can just see it here on the phone. Here we go. Come, don't touch him. I know you're looking at him. Here. That's it. But it's good to know, because I wasn't too sure. I knew Bolt would love it, but Buzz can be a bit fussy sometimes. And when I first gave him one of those treats that I made, he sniffed it out, and then he had it, and then he kept coming back for more. And Jamie says Lincoln's bark is scary. When we first adopted him and barked, we got scared. Very deep and loud bark. Okay, boys, let's go. We're back to the kitchen. We're going to go and check everything out here. Make sure everything's going to plan. Oh, whew. Hang on. They're looking good. What temperature are we at? Don't take notice of the time, that's wrong. Oh, well, that's because I opened the door. So I'll just keep a check on those because I forgot to actually time it. Is that right, boys? Come on. So I'll just go through the recipe again for everyone. That's what I made last night. And usually, I was thinking one of those piping things that I was looking for one today, couldn't find one. And I just scooped it out and pushed it onto the baking paper on the tray, just with my finger. And what is the breed of dog that you guys... Oh, okay. That's all good. So that's what I made up last night. And the longer it stayed, the less sticky it got. So, I don't know, I've probably done something wrong. So once again, what you need is half a cup. I used butternut pumpkin. I added some carrot in it as well. You mash it up. Once you've done that, you add half a cup of oat flour, Australian-made oat flour. That was the only oat flour in the whole supermarket that I could find. So you add some of that. Then you also add 1 egg. Then half a teaspoon of turmeric ground powder, which is good. That's for the arthritis and it has great to help with inflammatory or inflammation. That's probably a better word for it. This is an optional. I added a little bit of black pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon. It could affect the dogs. I don't know if they're and that, but Buzz and Bolt haven't any trouble. And it's only a small amount once you mix it all through. But that helps with the turmeric. Hey, what? Oh, he stole them. He stole them. Go away. That's my fault. Never leave anything out like that for a dog. So that helps to absorb the curcumin, which is the main compound in turmeric. You get a whisk. You just whisk it all away. And then if it's still a bit wet, you just keep adding flour to it. Oh no, says Jeannie. I know. I never thought about that. That's my own fault. So just keep adding flour. I just found what the recipe said and reality was totally different. I don't know. I'm not a major cook. I prefer to buy things, but I'm branching out now. And just kept adding flour until it became firm enough. It was still a little bit sicky. The other recipe people said you could roll it in a log and cut it into pieces. Well, I thought that was impossible. And the other reason too, I used fresh vegetables. It did say you can use canned pumpkin, but they don't sell that here in Australia, or I couldn't find it. And I looked it up. I ended up getting something like this. I thought this would work. Creamy pumpkin. That was a failure. So I think it's a puree or something like that, but I think the best thing is just go for something fresh, it mashed up okay and rolled into pieces. So that's the ingredients there. We'll just see how we're going. They're still going. Let me have a feel. Now they're still a little bit soft, and when they do cook, they come out nice and crunchy. But what I did find with them, after a while they went soft, because dogs love crunch. But that's okay. It's the taste. I'm just having a look. at the chat. Sorry, I'm not keeping up. I'm trying to be a chef. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if I am a good chef. Dear, but great to see you. Every Staffy is a chance artist. And Alfredo, I don't have a dog, but I had a golden retriever years ago. Sure, Sen and Jeannie says I used to have my car right. I have my car right now, Alfredo, but hopefully get another dog sooner than later. Oh, that'd be cool. Get a Staffy. I know. And as you can see, Bolt here is checking out. The next part of what we're going to cook tonight is a really quick meal that I cook for him. That is chicken. It's just mince. Some people call it ground chicken. We call it mince. Chicken mince, M-I-N-C-E. And with that, which we're going to cook in a moment, I just add some frozen vegetables. They're sort of thawing out. If I'm in a hurry to cook it, I just throw it in the microwave, make them go a bit softer quicker, and throw that in with it. And then also, I just add some of this, some apple paws, taste poppers, bone broth, made for dogs. I had a look at the other just normal bone broth, but I wasn't too sure of it, and because of the ingredients that are in it and what they might add to it, so I wanted to be safe. And that's another thing too. They said used unsweetened. If you use tinned pumpkin, well, if you get normal pumpkin and carrot, which I added to it, you could add anything to it if you want to, as long as it mashes all up. You know they're not getting sugars and additives and all that type of thing, which I find, because I've got a cupboard full. Oh dear, I'm going to start making my own treats, but no, I won't look in the cupboard, it's a mess. I've got a cupboard full of things I buy, but I think we'll try and get them to start eating things that would be a lot better than the additives that they probably put into. So what we're going to do, further ado, I'm going to set my camera up in a minute. Just make sure the gas goes. Whoop, take that off there. We're going to start cooking the mince, or the chicken. I'll call it chicken. Hey, Mr. White. Hang on. Steve? I can't remember. But welcome. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. If you just joined us, that's Buzz and Bolt that you see there. I'm trying to run a cooking show here. That's Bolt on where my hand is. He's a 19-month-old Staffy mix. And Buzz here is a 14-year-old English Staffy. We're currently cooking some treats for them. They're almost ready. I'll just let them harden up a little bit more. And alongside of that, we're going to cook some, which I'll just put the camera down for a moment. Twist it down, just so you can see what I'm doing. That's the coffee machine. Where's my coffee? I've got my coffee as well. So let me just make sure everything's lined up here. We're just going to start cooking. I know. It's all going on in the background there. So I'm just going to start cooking the, this is chicken mince or ground chicken. You can use turkey. I know Jamie said before he's had turkey. It's 1 kilo and this will last them a few days. That's on full bore. I'll just turn the camera around a little bit. So once that's all cooked up, let that go for a while. This is live cooking at Buzz and Bolt's house. Hey Dan P. Hang on, have I got that right? My glasses are playing up. Yes, dog food. I love that you have a gas stove. Yes, a gas stove. I love my gas stove. And Dan P says stop. I'm not too sure. Oh, slop. I don't know. Anyway, welcome. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's allowed to have their say on the channel, but if it's just out of bounds, you get blocked. We don't muck around here. Got some monitors there, and people want to waste everyone's time, that's up to them, but we'll just get rid of it. But it is dog food that we're cooking tonight. We've done some treats. And Mr. Whitesnake says, Aria and Karen say hi. Hi, Aria and Karen. Mr. Whitesnake all the way from New Zealand. Welcome. MasterChef Food Edition. That's all cool. So we'll just get that to cook up, and while that's, oops, don't want to make a mess. Let that keep cooking. We'll go and check out these biscuits, all these dog treats, while that's cooking. Okay. I've just turned the oven off, and we'll get those out in a moment. But welcome everybody, thanks for joining us. Doing a little bit of a different live stream tonight. Hope everyone's enjoying it. Just give me 2 seconds. I watch these cooking shows, like, you know, those morning programs. Hey, Razor. Have I missed Razor there somewhere? I saw Razor's name there. Welcome, thanks for joining us. We're in the house cooking. Trying something a little bit different. Because if everyone's aware, we're just having to slow Buzz down a little bit because of his arthritis. So I don't want to leave Buzz at home and just forget about him. I want him to be involved in just about everything we do. But taking that time at the parks now, which we'll be doing another one tomorrow morning in training Bolt. Because to train him, you've really, look at him, you've really got to do it. He's checking it out, aren't you? I know. You're checking out my coffee. You've really got to do the training on his own, because I tried that today at the dog park with those treats that I've showed you that we're cooking. And Buzz kept following us because he loved them. So I'm not too sure if anyone has health conditions, like their dogs have health conditions. But let us know in the chat what you do for them. I know glucosamines good, which Buzz is getting now, plus he's getting some rose hip. He's also on painkillers from the vet, and also some steroids as well. But I've just noticed him lately, he's limping a little bit more. So I've cut his food back. I'm just trying to break this all up. We'll get back to the chat in a moment. I really appreciate everyone joining us tonight. So what we'll do, I just get these from, it's just a frozen pack. I'll just get the pack out for you. I just get mixed vegetables. So there's carrots, zucchini, potato, green beans and corn. That's the generic brand from a store here called Woolworths. Vegetables are vegetables. If you buy the more expensive brands, they're still vegetables. So I mix those through. They're still a little bit frozen. And once they sort of thaw out a little bit, we're going to add our final ingredients. Sometimes I add rice to it. I probably should have tonight, but forgot to cook the rice beforehand. I could have got the rice cooker out and done it. These boys are being good. Look at them. Aren't you good? Aren't you good? I think they're going to get a little bit. I'm not going to torment them too much by not giving them anything, but not too much, because I've already had some treats. I've got some lick pads for later on, and I prepared for this and their dinner tonight, because it's like clockwork. They come and torment me at a certain time. It's around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'll turn that down actually. When they want their dinner, and I could not give it to them because I would have just kept tormenting me. So I just gave them a really small portion because I knew they'd be getting other things tonight. So once I've done that, I'll get this from the supermarket. It's from a company called Apple Claws. Oh, who knows? And it's a taste topper, bone broth. It's 100% natural, and this is beef. They also have it in chicken as well. So I just mix it up sometimes. I know I'm doing chicken and I'm adding beef. We'll probably add some flavours to it. You don't need to put a lot, which I don't think I'm putting a lot. That should do them. I know, you can hear the neighbours' dogs. That's all right. As long as he's outside leaving us alone. So we're just going to let that just simmer for a little while. I might have had it turned down. I know. Just turn it down a little bit. Just let it go for it. It's all cooked. I just let the flavours go through. But Buzz and Bolt love that broth. And I use a lot of that, especially if I give them kibble. I do give them kibble. I know some people don't, but just a little bit, just add to the bottom of there. It's like a little bit of kibble at the bottom, and then I top it off with all this type of food and that type of thing. So just turn him down a little bit more. A little bit of carrot. Make sure I don't burn myself. If I clean it up now, I don't have to clean it for later. So we're going to let that just go for a little while, and we're going to check out the treats that we're going to be cooking, that we have cooked. Here's Buzz. Come on, you can have a treat. Here you go. Yes, you're a good boy. We'll see how my recall is with Bolt. Here, Bolt. Bolt, Bolt. Here, Bolt. Come. He stopped barking. He's the type of dog that when you call him, he thinks about it. Oh, no. Okay, let's get these out and we'll just see how they go. Oh, these have turned out perfect. There we go. And because I've used the baking paper, I've only done a few. I'll turn the oven off. I've turned off. I've only done a few just so you get a look at them. But they're crunchy. They will go soft after a while. But we'll let those cool down for a little while. But with that recipe, you can make quite a lot, because that bowl I had until Bolt devoured them, you get quite a lot. And then if you buy, I don't know how many grams this is, but then the price that they charge you at the stores plus whatever additives they put into it, it's probably, and I know a lot of people do make their own treats. Let us know in the chat if you do. We're going to have a look at the chat in a moment once we finish up with this here. Hey, Bolt! Come on. I can turn that off now. Ah, here he comes. That's the boy. Yes. Whenever he comes back in like that, he gets a treat. You're a boy. Yes. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Now we're going to pop over here. We're going to let all that cool down, and we're going to give Buzz and Bolt a bit of a taste test. So I'll just grab everything here, and I'll just catch up on the chat. Here, boys, come. They're going to play up, I know, in a moment. That's the boys. I know. That's all cool. Just catch up on the chat here. And where are we? Okay. Yeah, I've missed a lot of the chat anyway. Okay. Some weird people. Here. Come. That's the boy. Come. Here you go. I'll just give you half each. That's the boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. I'm just going to block this off, and then we'll catch up with the chat. And maybe somebody's shared some recipes, but I haven't been able to look at it as yet. That's the boys. There we go. So let me just put this up here. This is a different stand at the moment that I use. I know. You're being nosy and checking everything out. I've got it on here on the TV as well, just so I can see what's going on, to make sure my camera angles are fine and all that sort of stuff. So I'll just quickly go back. I missed Razor. Sorry about that. Razor for South Africa. And Judy says, brotherly love indeed. They do. And they sort of argue sometimes like brothers. And Aria and Peter are neighbours. Yes, 3 hours away. And Jamie, that looks even tasty to me. Which is well, actually, when you think about it, those treats, because of what's in them, we can eat them. So you could probably enjoy a meal with your dog with those as well. But we're going to go check them out in a minute when they all cool down, because they're a lot crunchy. They're a lot crunchier. straight away, then they do soften up after a while. But I suppose it's in the taste as well. And Bloods was like, play it cool, not that tasty for me. Doggo yummy foodies. And Razor, enjoy the radio. Sorry I missed you, Razor, if you're still on. Really appreciate you joining us. Just this type of stream, when I'm cooking and just showing you the ingredients, it's a little bit hard to keep up with the chat, but appreciate everyone joining in. And ASN's, it's inspiring to watch it, Jamie. James, not many people, their food for dogs is kibble. Oh, nothing, yeah. No. And I just give them a little bit of kibble. Sometimes they don't get any. And I just give them, What's going on? Honestly, okay. While I'm catching up with the chat, I'm going to get the lick pads out, because we'll get some lick pads out. You might wonder why I don't give them as many toys. And I'm sort of cutting back. Tennis balls are okay, but rubber balls and other different toys, it's amazing what I find in Bolt's poo. Dear. So I'm cutting back on a lot of that now, because he just eats them. It's like he's an animal. Okay. They've got their cheese platter again. There's some strawberry, banana. It's only a thin layer. Little bits around there. Some cheese. So I'll give them this so I can have some peace and quiet. So leave. Leave. Watch this. Hang on. Leave. Eat. Oh, hang on, because this one's in my hand. Here we go. Ready? Eat. There we go. Good boy. Yes. Here, boss. And you can come over here. There you go. That's the boy. So that'll keep him busy for a moment so I can catch up with the chat. With Bolt there, as you saw, he sits, he waits, and because I was directing him with the other plate in my hand, it didn't quite work, but usually if I've got nothing in my hand like that, then I tell him to eat. He waits and then he eats. Some things he's really quick. I just half-heartedly taught him that and he picked it up straight away. But some other things, it takes a lot longer. Anyway, Mr. Whitesnake, thank you for joining us. I've got to head off. We'll take care and I'll catch you later. Thank you for joining us. And everyone, please go out and check out the Rescue Dog channel. Great channel. And Jamie says her dog loves carrots and peas, fresh veggies and chicken. It's so much healthier for them. It is. And those veggies and that type of thing. And the vet did tell me, especially like with Buzz and his arthritis, is to keep away from red meats. He said mainly chicken, and I also give them sardines as well, a little bit of fish and that type of thing. And ASN says I buy locally made cat treats. We all went vegan 5 years ago, and so getting a carnivore in the house again was a surprise. It would be. And Bolt loves the cat. He does. Oh, that must have been when he was right up close. Yeah, he hogs the camera. Now, they send some vegan treats out. I might have to buy some of my cat, and she likes them. Take care, and thanks for coming, White Snake. Hey, Beast! Sorry I've missed you. Hope you're still there. Great seeing you. Just the type of stream I've done tonight. I had to keep an eye on the dogs, plus do the cooking. And Beast, I assure you, I am not a chef. So tonight we just made up some treats and also a meal for them. And the treats is from Kathy, who every now and again pops in and has a great channel as well, where she sent a whole heap of recipes through them in some websites I could go to, and that was one that stood out in my mind because it's health benefits for Buzz, with having the curcumin in it, the turmeric. So great seeing you, Beast. Hey, Jenny, I see ASN. Awesome. Weird people. Okay. And I would love to put the carbon oils by design. Okay, that's to Jenny, that's to ASN. Mad, yes, Jane. Oh, I've caught up. Yeah, I just want the best for the little guy. As usual, the cat distribution system is responsible for delivering him, so it's about adapting. But welcome everybody. If you've just joined us, a little bit of a different stream tonight. They've got Bolt over there. I've got the lick pads out for him. That's Bolt. He's a 19-month-old Staffy mix. I probably should have had his head around this way, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And then we've got Buzz here, a 14-year-old English Staffy. But welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate everybody. And I absolutely don't know what I'm going to do next once these lick pads are gone, because I can't keep feeding them treats. And that's hard to try and keep them quiet. So are they on TV as well? Yes. I put them. I don't usually have the TV on. Sometimes at the beginning I do, then I turn it off because it just does my head in trying to look at both of them because there is a delay. I did that because I had. I'll just show Beast what I'd done. You might not have seen it, Beast. In the kitchen here, we're doing a little bit of cooking. So I was showing everybody. They're the treats that I made last night to try them out. That one was because it was too soggy, and I just laid it straight out and just let it, and then cut it up. And they're all the little pieces that I made. A second time last night, and just some of the ingredients that I was using. And I won't throw that out. I'm going to make it up later, but I don't think I've got enough flour, so I might have just eat that myself. And that was the final product mixing. And then once you bake them, this is what we came up with. So they're hard, these treats, but after a while they do go soggy. But that's okay. They're still happy with them. Just made a few up just to show, sort of real time me baking. And then after that, we just a quick dinner. This will last a few days because I do add some kibble down the bottom and so forth, and I've cut their meals back quite a lot. It's just chicken mince or ground chicken, just some frozen vegetables. I just find that's easier, as in time-wise. But then I was told nothing wrong with frozen vegetables. They're snap fresh at the same time. Well, as soon as they're picked. So, and these ones I get because they're cut up into little pieces already. Because a lot of the other ones are in big chunks. And then on top of that, while cooking, I add some Taste Toppers bone broth for dogs. It's supposedly 100% natural. And then it has all the information on the back here as well. So I put that on top of it. Both Buzz and Bolt love it. And it's the flavour. And when they're at the end, they're forever licking the bowl. So it doesn't have to be too juicy. Let's just let it sit there for a while, just so it can, all the flavours go through. And when that cools down, I'm just going to give them a little bit, just to keep them happy. So that's what we've been doing tonight. Tried a little bit of cooking. I'm not a chef. I've got all those. This is the thing I usually use when I'm doing my streaming, but I could change it, I suppose. No, I'll just leave it on this for the moment. It's okay. And they seem to be enjoying this. Aren't you, boys? I know, you're getting through it. A lot of lick pads are flat. I found these ones which have a lip, and you can hide live cooking shows. In all honesty, and I've been speaking to Kathy about this, and I'm sort of going, I don't know how I'm going to do this, because a lot of things you see, you have a cameraman and they help and all that type of thing. I'm just a one-man show. So I was just trying to work out how I'm going to do it. Welcome. Iromzo. Buzz is the best. Thank you for that. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Don't know if you saw what we've been doing. A bit of a live cooking. But I do have some other ideas for cooking. And probably if I did it as a video, as a short, being a one-man show and 2 dogs, I can edit. But when you're live streaming, there's no editing. It's just what happens. So this afternoon, I was just trying to think, how am I going to do this? Because I committed myself to do it without really thinking, which is a lot of the times of what I do. And it just works itself out. So let us know in the chat if it worked out okay. And if you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see another stream like this, I'll find some other treats. Recipes, I try to find easy things. And I thought along the lines of, I can't really cook and mix. I can't mix and do everything. So I pre-prepared everything, as you could see, just to make it a lot easier. And what I also should do is I should have put the recipe up in the description. So I might add that to it later. So Peter, you're a great cook. Bolt and Buzz having a great time. They are. They're enjoying it. They are enjoying it. And Jamie says, Pete, it's been raining here a lot lately. It's been a blessing to you. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Because I remember a while back you had bushfires, and where you are, it's very dry. So that's good that you're getting the rain. And live cooking show, hey, Buzz and Bolt, think you're a chef. They're thinking wrong, I think, there, Jamie. Jeannie, sorry. And Rose Buzz is the best. Hey, Cinnabar, the Lombax, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us, much appreciated. Let us know where you're watching from. And Whiskey Romo, Beef Wellingtons, Beef Wellingtons. If I know what you're referring to, just don't put mushrooms in them. I think that's might be what you're referring to. So I probably think you're from Australia. We're based in Sydney, Australia, and there's been some big case that went to court. The person's been in prison for making a beef Wellington that wasn't very good. And B says, that's great. They love veggies a lot. Healthy lifestyle. Yes. But it's funny. Bolt here. Sorry, you can only see the back of him. He'll come around later. He eats everything. So he ate veggies and all that. Buzz used to spit his veggies out, or he'd pick them out, or he'd just avoid them. But since Bolt's turned up, and I've been feeding him his veggies, Buzz is eating everything. So, which is good, because he was a little bit of a fussy eater. I know. These lick pads are going down well. And just to let everybody know, I did feed them this afternoon, but a very small portion, because they're like clockwork. And they'll torment me until I feed them. So I had to do something. And then on top of that, we've got all the treats I've been giving, plus the lick pad. I'm just going to give them a little bit of that chicken that I cooked up and then put the rest away. But it's been pretty good. They've been pretty quiet for tonight, which I'm very happy about, very happy. And I'm just making sure. No, everything's going fine there. And Lincoln, what sort of fruits does Lincoln like? Let us know, Jamie. Look at this fella. Yeah, I'll turn the TV off now because it's a bit distracting. Because I'm not cooking at the moment. So we'll get rid of that. And then we're fine. Then there's the exchange. You know, they go and check out what the others left behind. Don't you miss that? You had enough? I think that'd be enough, and I'll give you a little bit of that chicken that we cooked up. Only a little bit, if they start playing up. Have you had enough? And Lincoln loves certain fruits too. Oh, that's right, I've read that. And did you have your dinner? Yes, I had dinner tonight. I had for dinner tonight, I had chicken tenders and Greek salad. That was my dinner. I had that about 5:30, somewhere around there. What's that, boy? I tried to be healthy. I thought since we're going along the healthy line tonight, and Bob's still down there doing that there. Aren't you, mister? That's the boy. So both these dogs, and I think Bolt more along the lines, very food oriented. I know dogs are, but then I've been to the dog park and I've heard some people say that their dogs aren't, which I find hard to believe. I just thought all dogs just think about food, but there are some dogs that don't. So with all that playing and carrying on, I'm trying to cut that back as much as possible. There's nothing wrong with them playing, but with Buzz, with his arthritis and that, you going outside? No. You're checking out there to see if you've missed anything, are you? I know. And Buzz just came back in from a drink of water. And take back to the years. Oh my goodness, your dog is so cute. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Just to let you know, that's Buzz. There, take back. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy. And that's Bolt there with the orange lick pad. He's a 19-month-old Staffy mix. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change now. I love my gimbal. And I'm just going to put it on this because it avoids all this sort of shaking and it just sort of flows a lot better. Now that I've finished not really needing the tripod anymore, we're just going to quickly, without me destroying everything, quickly change everything over. This could go a bit skew if it has. That's okay. No, what have I done? I turned it off. There we go. I love my gimbal. Get rid of this tripod. But if you've just joined us, thanks for joining us. That's our Bolt that you see, 19-month-old Staffy mix. And this is Buzz, a 14-year-old English Staffy. And we've done a little bit of a cooking show tonight where we made some of these treats. And I'll have to put the recipe in the description. I never thought about that. And they were there's only basic ingredients: some oat flour, some turmeric, some pepper. In a way, you don't really need it. And then we also made, that was the end result. Hey Annette, welcome, thanks for joining us. Great to see you. I'm just making sure I've caught up with everyone. Take back. That's it. I'm just going through what we've done. And we've also made a chicken dinner for them. They're not getting all that. I'm just going to give them a little bit. I don't know if slow fooders work, but it seems to slow him down a little bit from gulping. And it slows him down. So he used to run after Buzz's food. He doesn't do it anymore. He sits and waits. So I'll just put a little bit in each one. Now I've got to let it cool down a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just to give him a try. A little bit more. I know. There we go. I'm just going to let that cool down. And we'll give that a try. Okay, we'll give you some crunchy ones. Okay, come. Let's go, and we'll go back over here. And that'll do you for tonight. I think it might be a little bit too much. Drop. Yes, sit. Buzz can drop. No, sit, drop. I didn't say you could go. That's drop. So you can hear the crunch. But those treats, after a while, they do go a little bit soggy. But that's okay. That's the boys. I've just got to catch up on the chat here. See what's going on. Oh dear. I know, mister. And James says, dried apples. Oh, freeze-dried apples. I'm going to give those a go. Because I've tried to give just normal apple to Buzz, but he won't take it. But Bolt, he just takes it. Bolt will eat carrots. I gave him something one day he didn't like. He just sort of spat it out. I think I tried him on a little piece of lettuce. I don't know what they're doing. What are you doing? I know, you want more food. You want that food that's up there, but we're not going to give you that till it cools down. And Jamie says, I know Buzz is not hurt, but I don't like to see him limp. Yeah, I know, I'm the same. And sometimes he limps a little bit more than others. And oh, no. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. It is. It is. And yeah, you're telling him off, aren't you? You're telling him off. And Bolt wants to torment Buzz. They're in love. And Jenny says, "Oh, happy dogs they are." And B says, "Peter, what's the white collar food with veggies?" Oh, okay, yeah. We'll go over and have a look. Hang on. I'll go through it with you. What I cooked up was 1 kilo of chicken mince. We call it chicken mince here, M-I-N-C-E, or it's ground chicken. So say ground chicken. Then I added some frozen vegetables. And then I added some beef broth. I either had beef broth or chicken broth. Possibly because I had chicken, I probably should have used chicken broth, but I didn't have any on me, so I just added bone broth. It's all different flavours for them. And this one's 100% natural. It's for dogs. It's in the dog food section. Oh, and it's got turmeric and parsley in it as well. I should read the labels a bit more. I just look at beef broth, bone broth, and it's got turmeric as well, which in these biscuits is turmeric as well. So these treats, I keep calling them biscuits, they have turmeric in it and pumpkin and carrot. No, I can't give you any more. Yeah, that seems to have cooled down now. Okay, here we go. If I put that one in that hand, and I take him out here. Come. Here we go. We'll see if Bolt will do what he's been taught to do. And this is all they're going to get now. They might get to come. Hang on. Sit. Leave. 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 I'm trying to do the... Sit. Eat. There you go. Good. Boy, yes. And here you go, Buzz. Let's go. I'm going to go to where you usually go. Always feed him out here in the laundry. There you go. And Buzz does that too, where he'll stay. And then I've been letting him get away with not doing it. Since he's got arthritis and he's old, I let him get away with a lot of things. But Buzz used to do the same thing. He'd sit and wait until you directed him to have his food. So that's all they can get tonight. No more treats, no more lick pads, no more food. They've probably had a little bit too much tonight. Doesn't happen all the time. Their main meal today, which was around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I cut their food right down. Only fed them because it's just a time thing and a habit, and they would have tormented me. I'll just catch up on the chat. Journey or Happy Dogs, Beast. Okay, I think I went through that. Hope I explained that okay, Beast. And Demon, welcome. Thanks for joining us. My blue cattle dog barking. He heard your dog bark. What was his response? Or what was your blue cattle dog's response? Dude, just let us know. Because I know sometimes I have a green squeaky toy or ball. And Lincoln, Jamie's dog, responds to it, because I can hear it in the background. And Beast, it looks very healthy. It is healthy. One thing years ago I tried on just tin dog food. Don't know why I tried that. That's horrible, that stuff, and it smells. He ate it for a little while, and then after a while, just got rid of it. It's horrible. And King G, you should put his food on a stand if he has arthritis. Yeah, that's Buzz there. He's got arthritis, and I've got his food on a stand there. He's always had the stand. When I introduced, because I'll just run through it for everyone who's just joined us. That's Buzz, a 14-year-old English Staffy. He was rescued at 18 months. And then Bolt here in front of me is a 19-month-old Staffy mix. And so when he was introduced to the family here, I never thought about getting him. I probably should get him a stand as well. I actually never thought about that. He doesn't have arthritis, but still, it'd probably be good to have a stand for him as well. And I've got to feed them separately because what's Bolt's is he wants what Buzz has got and Bolt wants what he's got. Those teenage years or young dog years. So I think they're settled down a little bit now, hopefully, fingers crossed. So thanks for that, King G. Let us know where you're watching from. We're based in Sydney, Australia. I'll just get that out of the way. I don't want you doing that. What? This fella thinks he runs the house. I hope my lens is clean. That just looks a bit smudged. But anyway. Is that right? I think you've had enough for tonight. That's plenty. That's plenty. From Scotland. Oh, well, welcome. Thanks for joining us and watching us from Scotland. Just let us... that's enough. That's enough. And every time he sits up here, I've got to hold his hand, hold his paw. I know. And that's another thing too. They do act up to the camera as well. Because guaranteed, as soon as I finish this stream, they'll go to sleep. So, yes, King G, just let us know if you've got a dog yourself, what sort of dog. And One Man Army. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Let us know where you're watching from. If anyone else is just watching, please say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Like I always say, Buzz and Bolt don't bite. And I don't either. That's the boy. I think they're going to rest up a little bit now. I didn't actually take Bolt out. Well, today, what time is it now? It's just after 7:30 here, 7:34. I took them out about 11 o'clock and they were out for about an hour at the dog park where I did a little bit of training with more distractions around for Bolt. He done very well because I had the treats. He just knows I got the treats. And the treats were that good, so good. They're the ones that we cooked tonight, the pumpkin and turmeric, or pumpkin, carrot and turmeric, that Buzz forgot about his ball, because he's ball obsessed, and just kept following us around. So it was a bit hard, but it was a bit of a distraction for him, which was good for him. And tomorrow morning, we're going to do another training session with Bolt here. That's 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And I know a lot of people live in different countries and different time zones. If you go into the channel and have a quick look at upcoming streams, it'll give you your local time as well. And Bolt up close, that's right. And One Man Army, I'm from California. Nice to meet you as well, One Man Army. We've got a few people that watch from California. I know we've got Jeannie, and there's been a couple of others and quite a lot from America. Great to see you. And King G's got a whippet. Oh, sorry. You got a whippet just past, getting either deerhound or lurcher, cross bull of some kind. I'm sorry to hear about your whippet. A lurcher. Have I read that right? Not too sure what a lurcher is, cross bull of some kind. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. No, I think I've caught up with everything. But it is sad, though, when your dog passes. But, I remember I used to have a German Shepherd called Spike. And, it took me a while. So it's good that you're looking at getting another dog. That's like my brother. He's gone through quite a few dogs that have passed, and straight away they get another dog. I think that helps as well with the process. Because they're like family. They're family. Well, not like family. They are family. That's the boys. But if anyone's watching, please say hello in the chat. Say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. We're based in Sydney, Australia. We're just having an easy night at home. A lot of these night streams at home can be a bit chaotic with these two. Tonight we've been fairly lucky because there's been food involved. They're still wanting to play. It's Bolt here, this fella here that wants to play. Look, we've got same colours. Sorry about the look. Ugg boots and legs. It's quite funny, quite funny. And on the morning streams, it used to be we went with both of them to the park running around, but with Buzz here with his arthritis and getting a little bit older, we just kept cutting those back a bit. But still wanted. He's obviously part of the channel because the channel originally started with him, and it used to have his name on there. It used to be called For My Dog Buzz. Then we got both of these two. Eventually changed it to Meet the Staffies. But so I thought it'd be a good time for a morning stream that everyone can come on the journey with me. And the main thing at the moment we're teaching Bolt is recall. And I felt so happy today. I got to see that dog. I don't know if everyone remembers, there was a husky called Rocky that was bitten by a snake. Oh, before I go on to that, Jamie, I'm off for sleep. See you soon. Thanks for the great live. Thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate your support and for dropping in. And always good to see you. You have a great night. And Rocky was bitten by a snake, and I was talking to the lady. He's been bitten by a snake twice. Very lucky. It was a red-bellied black snake. If they get too much, I'll just get a treat and just break it in half. But I was talking to him because he's a really well-behaved dog. And I look and I go, oh. You know how you get that feeling? You try to do things with your dog, but it can be an age thing. But then again, the other side of it, some people just have the knack. I'm probably not quite as good at it. But it was so happy for her to say that Rocky, her husky, it took 2 years before he started to listen. He listens all the time now. When probably 99.9% of the time I watch her. But she said for the first 2 years, Rocky was exactly like Bolt. And I thought, yes. Made me feel happy. But I still think he's a good boy. It's just that playful part, and it's that puppy part that's still in him. And takes a little bit of time for him just to mature. What I might do, it's looking a bit dark there, what I'll do, if anyone's doing live streaming, I really guarantee get a ring light. It just helps. Hang on. I'll just put that there. It helps. I don't think I can turn this round. Hang on. I think I might give up. It just helps with the light. There we go. Why did I do this? Why did I? Oh no. There we go. There we go. Just brightens everything up, helps with the shadows and all that type of thing. There we go. I think that brightens it up a little bit. That's the boy. I don't know if anyone else noticed the difference, but you can see the ring on the TV now. And Jenny says, see you later. Apex Donkey. King G, they're selling them breeds in Scotland for like 150, brother. Well, welcome Apex Donkey. Great seeing you. You must be from Scotland as well. And King G, Joseph Carter, the Mink man, has good training videos. I'll check him out. I'll just do a screenshot. I was looking at a couple, and one thing I learned, and I'll do it in a moment. And Apex, a decent lurch, is way more than that. And ASN says, boing. But one thing I learned on one of the videos I watched, to teach your dog recall, I'll just grab a couple of these. Let's go. Is start at the beginning. It's where you want your dog to be when he comes to you. So he's got a habit of going down because I've taught him that, but he should be sitting in front of you. So when you've called him, he should run to you or walk to you and then sit straight down in front of you. And what they taught was starting from that position, sit. You bring him along. Oh, you came. It's not quite working here. Then you raise it, get him in that position. Yes. I ran out of room. I did. And then you start giving him distance. Yeah. Then he sits. Yes. And then you presume that position. And then you do the distance and that type of thing. Because what I was doing, it was, hello over there, and then expecting him to come back. So you've got to actually start from where you are with him and then create the distance. I don't know if that makes sense. And it says, Bolt at least 20% spring. But welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. Say hi in the chat. Please hit that like button. Oh no, you're telling. Oh no, what? Are you telling him off? I've noticed Buzz has been telling him off a little bit more than usual lately. Because they were at the back today and I heard this. Oh. I don't mind Buzz telling him off. I wish you'd done it sooner. Because when Bolt was a little pup, he was hanging off Buzz. And he'd tell him off every now and again. But most of the time, I think they're only playing, most of the time he just let him do it. Very, very lucky with these two. They've gotten on so well together since they were introduced. And Buzz has been very patient. And I remember saying to the vet that someone told me that Staffies are very patient dogs, and he just looked at me strangely and he says, oh, no, not always. Dear. So I think with the temperament of Buzz, I've been very lucky. Because I've heard stories of people that have tried to introduce dogs and it didn't quite work that way. What are you doing under there? Oh, I think that's it. You just do your thing. We're going to let them play like this for a little while. And we'll just keep the stream going for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Usually we go for an hour and a half, and then finish it up. But appreciate everyone watching. Appreciate everyone's support. And thanks everyone's support for dropping in tonight, doing something a little bit different. And like I've told everyone, we've had to change the streams around a little bit. I probably was doing too many. Well, definitely was doing too many. You know, my problem is I enjoy doing it. I just think this is fun. And I lose track of time sometimes. Like for me, we've been going since 6:25. Now it's 7:45. And it doesn't feel like anything. I just keep going and talk too much. So yes, enjoy bringing everyone Buzz and Bolt. I hope everyone else is enjoying the streams as well. And what are you doing? Oh, Bolt's cheating. Look, now he's pushing him with his back leg. That's one thing, Bolt cheats. I think that's what they call cobbing or something like that, where they go. Thing is, it looks like Buzz is telling Bolt off, but then Buzz goes back for more. Look. I'm not really too sure. But I think he'd be really told if you didn't want him to do it. I've lost track of where I was up to. Oh, that's right, with the streams, we're just having to... watch that table. We're having to change them around a little bit. And because of Buzz's age and his arthritis, just a little bit of play like this around here. And it doesn't seem to do any harm. But when we're running around, I think Bolt can be a little bit too much. He's a bit too playful for an older dog. So the night streams will always have Buzz in them. The morning streams, every now and again we'll have Buzz with me or with Bolt. But at the moment we are using those morning streams to bring all of you along on a journey. So you're doing this with me and do some training. And at the moment it's recall and for Bolt. and we just go on that journey together. And it was great the other day when we did our first one. I got some advice off some people, and I'm always open to advice and some recommendations or some tips. What are you doing? And there was one thing that happened was where I went, Bolt was getting distracted because it's a field and they have sporting events there. They play baseball. School kids of an afternoon go around. There's a bit of rubbish around, and there was some chicken, some bones. I think it was some bones and all that sort of stuff, and he was getting distracted by them. So their suggestion was probably go to a place where it's a lot cleaner. And so tomorrow morning, we're going to go more or less to the same place, but at a different side. It's just a football field where they play rugby league, and there's no rubbish around there. As far as I know. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. You've learnt that at the dog park. You've learnt that at the dog park, mister. Hey, Sir Humano. Great seeing you. Thanks for joining us. The white and caramel one, he's got arthritis. He's 14 years old. I'll just run through it with you. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy. He's got arthritis. And so that's why there's the limp that's in his front leg. And he's on painkillers, which I've got to give him one tonight before we go to bed. And then he's on steroid tablets as well. Also, he's taking some glucosamine and some rosehip powder, which I put in his meals every night. And also, what we've done tonight, I've been looking up, I was given to some recipes by a lady called Kathy. She's got a great channel who pops in here every now and again. And I went looking through them and come across this one, which I'll show you, has turmeric in it. And we made these tonight. That was earlier on in the stream. These ones were test runs. And they've got pumpkin, carrot, turmeric, and egg, oat flour. I'll run through it. Also put a little bit of black pepper, just 1/4 teaspoon, not too much, because that helps the curcumin, which is in the turmeric, to be absorbed within the body, which helps it to go through Buzz's body there. So there was some turmeric. Then we put an egg, some oat flour. There's your pumpkin and carrot. I didn't make it. This is one I made last night, and that's where these ones came from. And I had some leftovers. I thought just for this purpose, I'm a one-man band trying to do a cooking treats, and one hand and one camera and one cooking. I pre-prepared a lot of it. I just wanted to run through, and this is what we came up with. And they're just some treats. Sometimes they might be a little bit too big, but sometimes I just make them in half and just give them half. So half. Oh dear, I shouldn't have done this. No, you can't have any more. And on top of that, we just made a chicken dinner for them as well, which they had a little bit of that tonight as well, but I'll put that in the fridge later. And there was chicken, vegetables, and some bone broth, which has, I should read the thing, with turmeric and parsley in it as well. And also, I made myself a cup of coffee, which I've forgotten about. So that's what we've been doing tonight. And hopefully, it's not a cure for arthritis, but hopefully it'll help a little bit. And like the vet said, he's on the painkillers and the steroids as well. It's just to make his life a little bit easier. And Sir Humano, poor dog, I send prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Humano. And hey, Falcon. Thank you. Welcome. I hope I haven't missed you. Probably were on earlier. I have missed some people that have been on. I do apologise. Usually I try to keep up with everything, but sometimes I can't. And the nature of tonight's stream. Do you want some coffee? You don't like coffee. One thing he doesn't like is coffee. No. I know. You're trying to tell me what to do. I know. He's a good boy. But also, oh, hang on. Nastya, hello from Russia. Welcome. No, I've seen some Russian writing of people that have popped in, but you've popped in with English writing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Russia. We're based in Sydney, Australia. And just for those that have just joined, is a 14-year-old English Staffy who was a rescue dog, rescued at 18 months. And this is Bolt. He's a 19-month-old Staffy cross. I nearly sat on top of my laptop. He's a Staffy cross, 19-month-old Staffy cross. And he was a rescue dog at 2 months. That's the boy. And he loves holding paws or hands, don't you? Every time he sits up here, he just stares at me, then suddenly his paw comes up. No, I think they're getting a bit tired now. They're getting a bit tired, which is good. And I'm sorry about the look. I've got my legs and my Ugg boots on, so it's not the look for D&D. It's not the look. And hello from Antarctica. Antarctica. Wow, that's the first time I've had anyone from Antarctica. Welcome. Really appreciate you joining us. We're based in Sydney, Australia, and thanks for joining us. And Nastya, wrote in Russian. Hello from Arctic Ocean, AK. Everyone from the Arctic. Cool. Well, it probably would be cold as well, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And I don't know if you've got pets yourself or any dogs, let us know in the chat. And we're based in Sydney, Australia. I'm trying to film them. Bolt's got a habit of wanting to be right next to me. And when you're doing a live stream, it's not a good look. Ugg boots and legs. But anyway. I'll just move over here. See, he follows me, which is good. He wants to hang around. He's a very affectionate dog. Buzz, he's affectionate, but he likes to sit next to you. That's Buzz over there. He likes to sit next to you, but then he'll do it for a while and then get up because he wants his own space. Bolt here is the complete opposite. He wants to sit next to you. The next minute he wants to sit on top of you. You can hear the dog. That's enough. There's dogs barking outside. You can hear them. He wants to sit on top of you. So he's always wants to be next to you. That's enough. That's enough. Quiet. More. That's enough. Here, look, you've got a broken ear. Hopefully they've quietened down a little bit for us now. But also, we don't... I've got to see Buzz. Also, with the channel, we don't just do lives. They do shorts videos. Please go check those out as well. Get to see a bit more of Buzz and Bolt. And trying to do a few more videos now, just it's time-wise at the moment, but we're going to get there. And, I know. At least you're staying in there, because he knows you can't get out because they've got the doggy door blocked, but sometimes he'll run out. But also post regularly in the community page. We've got memberships as well. And so please just check out the rest of the channel. Please subscribe, like, and always welcome here on the live streams. Our next live stream's tomorrow morning. We've cut them back a little bit because Buzz has got the arthritis, but we're still doing them. Buzz will always be here. And just some of the morning ones now, we're doing training with Bolt. So bringing all of you lot on a journey with us. And hello, okay. B says, I think Buzz is mature now and Bolt's still a cute boy. Yes, you're right there, Beast. And Mr. Stepper, good morning, beautiful people in the chat. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Always great to see people popping, saying hello. And if you haven't already, just let us, or anyone that's in the chat, let us know where you're watching from. We've got everyone from all over the world. And we're based in Sydney, Australia. And hello, Doggish, how are you? Welcome. I can't understand the language, but the person with the pink emoji, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Love from India. Oh, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know if you've got a dog yourself or it's Sarthak. Oh, okay, because that's the person's name in Indian. Or where are you from? We're based in Sydney, Australia. And just for those who've just, okay, thank you for that, Beast. Much appreciated. You got, yeah. Where are you from? Okay, yes, we're in Sydney, Australia. Hey, Sasha, welcome. Hey, always great to see Sasha. I still haven't dressed them up in those tutus, wasn't it? If you're on earlier, you would have heard Sasha calls this fella here Celine Dion. He sings just like Celine Dion. But those who've just joined us, like Sarthak, that's Buzz. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy. He was a rescue dog at 18 months old. He has a bit of arthritis, so we're just slowing it down for him as much as possible. This fella doesn't help though. How did you know I was talking about you? This is Bolt. He's a 19-month-old Staffy cross or Staffy mix, and we believe with a Ridgeback. And he was rescued at 2 months old. Haven't you, boy? Yes, I've got to keep Sarthak. Yeah, he's 14 years old. I had someone today say to him he doesn't look 14. I'll do a zoom because if I move, this fella will move. So I'm just trying to keep him quiet. But yeah, 14 years old. So he's doing really well at the vet because he's got arthritis and you'll see him limp. And we've got him on medication for that to make his life a little bit easier, and then trying to add some other remedies like glucosamine, rosehip and turmeric. And turmeric tonight on some of the treats that we made. We did a bit of a cooking show type thing earlier where we made some pumpkin, carrot, turmeric treats. And that should help. Well, the turmeric's good for inflammation and all that type of thing. So, yeah. And someone today said that he just looks well for 14. And the vet said, like, when I've taken him in, checked his heart and everything, and he said he's like a 12-year-old or younger. So he's doing very well for his age. It's just a shame that this arthritis is starting to set in. I know. What are you looking at me like that for? And been very lucky with these two. When I introduced Bolt here to Buzz, they got off straight away, and very lucky that Buzz here is a patient boy, and very happy with that. And he just looks like a baby. Yes, he does, Sasha. And Bolt, yeah, saying hello. I don't want to move, so I could get up and bring the camera around, but then I just wanted to be quiet now. And if I start moving around, it gets them going. So sorry you got to look at Bolt upside down. We'll just zoom in on Buzz. We'll let him have the limelight. And Sarthak, if you love dogs, it is a great channel to know about dogs. Oh, thank you for that, Beast. How to care for them, so you can visit the channel and make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate that, Beast. And Sarthak, yeah, please like, subscribe, check out the rest of the channel. We've got a lot of shorts up there, doing some videos, which we want to do more. Have memberships, which memberships is more behind the scenes of Buzz and Bolt. And the Circle of Life, welcome. Here I sit broken-hearted, tried to... Oh, okay. You must be a poet and you didn't know it. There we go. Oh, thank you, Sarthak, for subscribing. Much appreciated. And are you from Australia? Right. Yes. So who is your favourite cricket player from Australia? I know Beast asked me this question. I actually don't follow the cricket. Like, as in follow it, I keep it, like, I don't sit there and watch it. I'm more or less, if a game's going on, I just see what the score is or something like that. A lot of the players now, like Ricky Ponting and people like that, I'm from the old days of Dennis Lilly and what was Pat Boone? What was his name? He was the wicket keeper. And Jack Thompson. I used to watch it back then, and then after a while I stopped watching it, and then all the players changed. So I don't know if you remember all those older type players. I used to love it when they started the one-day series, when that all started up years ago. But lately I haven't really been taking as much notice of it. But let us know, who's your favourite player? I know there's Sachin Tendulkar. He's from, I hope I got that right, from India. I used to watch it back in the heydays when the West Indies were the top team. And that's an obvious Indian question. I know, Beast asked that. For us, Australia means cricket. Well, I think in India, I think they're bigger fans in cricket than what they are in Australia. It's huge in India. And you've got is it the IPL? And you see the crowds that you get in India just to go to the cricket. Well, I shouldn't say just to go to the cricket, but to go to the cricket. It's phenomenal. They get huge crowds. And yeah, I think Ricky Ponting is great. Yeah. Give him a carrot. He looks bored. I can't feed them anymore, Elias. Really appreciate you joining us. This is actually the first time they've been quiet. So I don't want to give them anything else. As you can see, they had a lick pad, which they had banana, cheese and strawberries in there. We've done a little bit of cooking tonight earlier. You may have seen it watching in the background or missed it. We made some healthy treats, which were pumpkin, carrot, turmeric, oat flour, and made those, put them in the oven, cooked them, and also made them a chicken dinner, which they only had a little bit of that because they've been eating too much. But appreciate you joining us, Elias. Thanks very much. And there is Thumbhack says there is an Australian legend cricketer in my DP. Not too sure what DP is. Ricky Ponting is goated. He's old hat. He's just a commentator now anyway, I think. Big Tito. Yeah, Nep. I hope you keep your content demo fire straight up. Go up large. Hold it safe. Big Tito, welcome. Thank you so much. I didn't quite catch everything there, but really appreciate you popping in and joining the chat. Elias Rock, thank you. Thumbs up. What time is it? Okay, we'll just keep going for a little bit longer. We'll have to finish up soon. But we've been going since just before 6:30. I'll just give me 2 seconds. I just want to check something. And I'll just jump up in a moment and just show everybody that's just joined us what we got up to tonight, because we finished the cooking part of the stream. I know, I think I'll do it from a distance, because now that the boys are quiet, if I suddenly get up, they'll want to keep going again, and I really want to keep them quiet. But I'll just do a zoom in for you, just in the kitchen here. We did some cooking. We made up some treats, where the treats are over there somewhere. Made up a chicken dinner for them as well, and did all that. So I won't jump back up there. We'll just keep them quiet now, because if people, I made a cup of coffee for myself, which has gone cold. But if people have joined these streams before, you see they can be a bit chaotic sometimes. They've been very good tonight. They just had a couple of moments, which they want to play. Dogs are dogs. But they can just go on and on and on. But that's all the cooking. I hope you've enjoyed that. We might give it another go. Give us a thumbs up if you want me to do it again. Thumbs down if you don't, and tell me to give it up. And B says, both of them, tummies are full now, both are relaxed and chilling. Yes, they should be really full. And what I did tonight, Beast, because I always get fed, because at the moment it's just after 8 o'clock, 8 minutes past 8. It's Thursday night here. Yes, it is Thursday night. And I fed them a little bit, because usually about 4:30, 5 o'clock, they torment me to be fed. As soon as he stands up around that time, he comes running. So it's all just time and habit and routine. So I fed them only just a little bit, because I knew they'd be getting some extra treats tonight. The lick pads, which had banana, strawberry and cheese in it, like a cheese platter or a fruit platter, and then a little bit of that chicken dinner, not too much of it, and I think they're satisfied. And Parthak says there might be cricket not popular in Australia, but in India we know all Australian cricketers, even BBL players. Yeah, I think cricket's bigger in India than what it is. Like, it's big here in Australia, don't get me wrong. I just don't watch it that much. I just keep a track sometimes if there's a test on, or if there's certain countries that come to visit, like India when they come over, New Zealand, South Africa, who's the other one? The West Indies, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, England, and that sort of thing. Space Out Cooking was great. Oh, thank you, ASN. Appreciate that. And an enjoyable show. I tried my best to get it. In all honesty, I thought about it. I think, will I do it or not? And then last night I just put it up and hoped for the best. And then I thought about it today on how I'm going to do this. And I think it turned out okay. I think the key was have a lot of it already pre-prepared and just run through every one of what the ingredients are, and a little prep, and made it a lot easier than trying to start something from scratch and making everybody stand there and watch me cook it. Make it then cook it. So it made it a lot easier. So I think that might have been a key as well. He wants to sleep. Yep, he's tired, which is good. And basically in the future you have time, you can have a good cooking channel as well. Buzzbolt Cooks. I could do up some videos. I'll see how we go, because when you're live streaming, it's at the moment and as it's going. If you just did it as a video, you can hide heaps with editing. So it's amazing with editing what you can do. Oops, don't want that bit, just cut it out. So that's a lot of the time here. If you're doing cooking and that, and Buzz was bark, 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 he wouldn't stop. Well, you'd edit that out. You'd probably leave a couple of barks in and that'd be it. So I'm sorry I didn't ask your name. Oh, my name's Peter. So that's okay. That's all cool. And BSARTHAC in Australia, NRL, rugby league is the most fun. It is a huge sport, rugby league. And Parthak says a man who knows cooking can live life peacefully. I made this disclaimer at the beginning. I am not a cook. I can cook certain things, but I'm no chef. But anyway, like everything I do with my live streams, I get this idea in my head and I think I'll give this a go. And then the other side, if it doesn't work, just don't do it again. But I think it went okay. And thank you, Sasha. Congratulations on 17,000. Only just noticed. Appreciate that. Yep, we turned over to 17,000 subs probably a few days ago. We sat under 17,000 for a little while, and it popped over to there. But appreciate that, Sasha. I think we started the channel, and it was only Buzz at the beginning, and not long after Bolt turned up. Back on I think the date was the 9th of December 2023. So we're going for a bit over a year and a half now, I think it is. And yeah, it seems to be going okay. So really appreciate everyone's support. It's the viewers that make the channel and it's the support, and it's much appreciated. Much appreciated. If you've just joined us, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. We're based in Sydney, Australia. And Beast, all I'm going to say is this must be the quietest, or one of the quietest you've ever seen them. Because Beast, you've seen some of these streams of a night time. It can be very chaotic. But, hang on, there we go. That'll be better. And I don't want to move because as soon as I start moving, he'll jump back up again. And I want to keep him quiet for a while now. As we're getting towards the end of the stream. ASN, smash the like button, folks. Thank you for that, ASN. Much appreciated. And please, if you're watching, please check out the rest of the channel, the shorts, videos. And we also have a Discord channel. I keep forgetting about that, as in, I don't forget about it, just to mention it. Alfredo seems to pop it up there. But ASN, if you could put the link up there, that'd be fantastic. Have a Discord channel where you can actually talk amongst each other. I get on there as well. Also share pictures of your pets or your dogs. There are some people on there showing pictures of their dogs. Some are showing pictures of their cats. And a few other things as well. Food or whatever you would like. So, thank you for that, ASN. Buzz and Bolt Discord. I appreciate that. Please, everyone, click on that link and share parts of your pets and whatever else you want to share. I've seen some food stuff on there. Some of that food's really good. I might do some lick pad recipes. They're great lick pads that we've got there. A lot of the lick pads that you see are flat. I found these ones at one of the pet stores here. And also the price, they're on special. But I like how it's got the lip around the top and you can hide stuff under there as well, which keeps them going for a lot longer than just licking the flat part. And they've got to get their tongue right under. And here we go. Aria, please, ASN, could you also put Aria's channel up as well? They've got a great channel. They're from New Zealand. It's Karen and Steve. I think I got it right. And Aria, their dog. And how did the cooking go? I think it went well. I was happy with it. It was a bit of a one-man show. But I've got to go show you. I've got to go show you, Aria, what we did. I know. I'll show you. I said I wasn't going to get up. I know, you've got to follow me, don't you? No privacy. See, look at that. I knew he'd follow me. I'll pick this up while I'm going. Oh, we had some lick pads as well. So with the cooking, we made some turmeric. Pumpkin, carrot, and turmeric. Some treats. These are the ones I made last night. I'll show you the ones I made tonight. So what was incorporated with those, I mashed up some butternut pumpkin and some carrot, added some oat flour. You don't really need measurements because I made it the way that the recipe told me, and it ended up really sloppy. So I don't know, I added heaps of flour to it. I might have added too much pumpkin. So you just got to get it to a consistency like that, I think. And I spooned them on, I'll show you in a minute, on some baking paper, and then put them on a tray and put them in the oven. You add an egg. So whatever that, as much flour as stop it from being sloppy. I think that's the best way. And then we added an egg. It was, hang on, I've got the recipe here. It was an egg, then half a teaspoon of turmeric. I added just a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper because curcumin, which is the major part of turmeric, helps it absorb into the body. And this is good for inflammation. And hopefully, you'd probably have to have a million treats, but at least it's healthy and it may help. slightly with Buzz's arthritis. So you do all that, mix it all up, ends up something like this. That's how mine turned out. And then I just put little bits on a spoon. Then I put little dots like that along. Probably a piping thing like for icing, that might be a good idea because it was a little bit sticky on the finger. But I found as they sat out for a while, the stickiness went away. So I just put them all out like that. Put them in an oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And I'm just throwing them there, keep him quiet. And then also, so that's what came out. So they're treats, and you can eat those yourself. Actually, I'm going to try it. Actually, they taste nice. Actually, I never thought about that. They do. Anyway, dog treats that I can eat. You two didn't see that coming, did you? And then also, just a quick dinner that I make up for them. There's some chicken mince or ground chicken. You can use turkey as well. And you could use beef, you could use pork, whatever. But I'm sort of keeping to chicken because my vet told me with Buzz, just to keep away from too much red meat because of his arthritis. Added some frozen vegetables. Am I on Zoom? Oh no. Added some frozen vegetables. And then once that's all cooked up, I add some of this Top Taster's bone broth, which has some turmeric and parsley in it. Just add that to it a little bit. Just let the flavour go through, let it simmer for a while and just turn it off. And hopefully a lot of that broth flavour will go through the chicken as well. I usually use chicken broth or beef broth. I only had that in the fridge, so I decided to go with the beef. So that's what we did with the cooking, Aria. Actually, I'm eating these now. I think they taste nice. There's going to be a fight now. And I made a cup of coffee. Actually, I made that before I started streaming. It's gone cold. I haven't even had a chance to drink it all. There we go. That's the point. So that's what we got up to today with the cooking. They've had a lick pad. So that's what we've got to do. And hey, Moonwolf Moonstar, chicken nuggets. No, they're oh, hang on. Okay, Aria, pumpkin. I'll go back there. I'll catch up to where I was. Yes, pumpkin's good for dogs as well. And I added some carrot as well. But you could add anything to it, as long as you can mash it up. And Boo Butterflies, cute doggy. Thank you so much. That's Buzz and Bolt that you see. The dog with more white is Buzz, 14-year-old English Staffy. See, I shouldn't have moved. That's why I wasn't going to move. But Aria turned up, had to show her. And that's Bolt. He's a 19-month-old Staffy mix. But welcome, and Moonwolf Monster, chicken nuggets. They love chicken nuggets. You get them from McDonald's or Hungry Jack's, and they love them. And Aria, that's great. Thank you. Looks like crispy. Dear. Well, with those ones, once you get them out of the oven, they stay crunchy for a little while, but after a while they go soggy. But that's okay. They love them. And when I did some training with them today with Bolt, and I had Buzz with me because we went to the dog park. I didn't stream it or didn't film it or do anything. Just wanted to give him a bit of training. Buzz kept following us. He gave up his ball, and he enjoyed them. And Aria says, I made some treats for Aria, but she didn't like them, lol. So I ate them instead. Yeah. Well, that's the good thing. Because the ones you buy from the shops, say Woolworths or something, we can't eat them. So at least they didn't go to waste. That's great. The name itself says Aria. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you for that, ASN. You put up Aria's link. Appreciate that. Great channel. They do some lives as well. Live in a great part I think the best part in the world is New Zealand, up at Rotorua, and a beautiful part of the world. And if you want to go on holidays, please go see New Zealand. Also come to Australia as well. Totally two different countries. Don't do that. One thing about New Zealand, it's heaps greener than Australia. When we get a lot of rain here, it goes green, but then a few days later, it goes all dry and brown. I know, I shouldn't have moved. We've got to blame Aria for that. Hey, here. So you know that word. Here. See? When he thinks there's something in it for him, he'll do it. But I had my hand up and he thought I had a treat. So he knows the word. Oh, they had banana and peanut butter. Yes. But Bolt loves peanut butter. Buzz, sometimes he'll have it only because Bolt's having it. So, but Bolt is the garbage guts. I know, you're going to do that. That's the boys. Okay, I think we're going to finish up in a moment. Just got to look at something here. What are you doing? That's the boys. Okay, what are you doing? They had banana. Okay, I think I've caught up with the chat. We'll just let them do their thing for a little bit longer. We'll go for a few more minutes, then we'll have to finish up. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by, checking out what else is in the channel as well, with the shorts, the videos, and the community page and so forth. Yeah. You're still going for it, aren't you? That's enough. And popping into the chat or just watching, really appreciate everybody. But thanks everyone. I think we'll finish up now. We're back on live tomorrow morning. That's Sydney time at 6:30 a.m. Or if you're in New Zealand, it's 8:30 a.m. And we're going to take Bolt out for a little bit more training. Going to leave Buzz at home. Just changing the streams just around a little bit because of his arthritis, and he's turning into an old boy. I'm turning into an old boy. I might stay home as well and let Bolt go by himself. But we're just going to use that time to give him a little bit of training plus a bit of running around. Obviously, the stream goes for an hour to an hour and a half, and I'm not going to train him. You can't train a dog for an hour to an hour and a half. So we'll do that for about 15 minutes or so, or a little bit longer, and then let him do his own thing. And probably while we're doing that, just incorporate how his recall goes when he starts getting into the his zone. Hey, mister? So if you can join us, that'd be much appreciated. I know a lot of people from overseas, but if you check on the channel, we've got up and coming. Look up for the up and coming stream, and I'll have your local times on there as well. And for Aria, it's nearly 10:30. Yeah, they're 2 hours ahead of us here, so I'm heading to bed. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate that. And please, everyone, go check out Aria and the Aria the Rescue Dog channel. Thanks again for showing me what you made and for the shout out. Sleep well from Karen, Steve. I got Steve's name right. They're great. They're a great family. So please go check them out. Much appreciated. Okay, I think I've caught up with the chat. Sometimes I lose track, but EV Edits, it's been way too long since I've been here. Oh, well, great seeing you. Much appreciated. Whereabouts you're watching from? We're just about to finish up, but I'll just say hello and that type of thing. So it's been way too long since I've been here. So you might have seen Bolt when he was younger. That's Bolt here. He's 19 months old now. Got him as a rescue dog at 2 months. So we started streaming him or videoing him, then started... No, the streams we would have done as well when he was 2 months old, and now he's 19 months old. And Buzz, he's a rescue dog, rescued at 2 months. And then we've got Buzz over there, a 14-year-old. Oh, I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. a 14-year-old English Staffy and rescued at 18 months. Bolt looks big now. He is. And he's naughty sometimes, aren't you? So you said yes. I know, he just wants some attention. He wants some attention. KV Edits. Hang on, remember a guy? Because I'm sitting here thinking, of course, Erin, welcome. Great seeing you. I'm Eddie, that used to tune into these live. Yeah, because what happens with it? Yeah, because back then you would have remembered us as For My Dog Buzz. And for everyone else as well, the channel used to be called, and that's why you might recognise the dogs and don't recognise the name of the channel. The channel used to be called For My Dog Buzz because it just used to be Buzz, and then Bolt turned up. Well, there he is there somewhere. And there he is. And then Bolt turned up, and then we used to call it For My Dog's Buzz with Bolt. And after a while, I'm thinking, well, it's about both of them. So I ended up changing the name of the channel to Meet the Staffies because they're both Staffies, Buzz being an English Staffy and Bolt here being a Staffy mix. And that's what happened. So you might remember it as a channel. Yeah. And I used to do the walks with them. That's right. Bolt looks big now, and you used to do the walks with them. Yeah. I don't do those as much. I did try one the other time. But what's happening, because they were a bit chaotic if you remember, he was all over the place. He's really good now. Happy with his walking. I'll give him 99%. You can always have that 1% bit more of improvement. I'm hard on them. And yeah, but with Buzz now, you might notice he's got a limp. He's got arthritis, and he's 14 years old now. He's getting on, so I just have to change the streams around a bit. So the nighttime ones are going to be like this. We might take him out every now and again. I might even just pop him in the car and we do a drive around Sydney. I don't know. Sit him in the front seat. Do something like that. Probably shouldn't sit him in the front seat unless he's restrained. But yeah, so of a morning, we're doing morning streams and nighttime streams. So nighttime with Buzz and Bolt. Morning ones at the moment are just with Bolt. And we're doing some training with him. So I'm trying to train him on his recall at the moment. We did our first one the other day, and we're going to do another one in the morning. All streams are the same times. We're just changing the days a little bit. They can be just a bit all over the place at the moment. At the moment, it's Monday. We do a nighttime stream. Wednesday, we do a morning stream. This is Sydney time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. On a Thursday, which is now a nighttime stream, and on Friday, we do a morning stream. I was going to do it on Saturday, but to be honest, I like to have my weekends free to be able to, do his life outside of YouTube. So I've got to be careful of that as well and don't overdo it. I'll get in trouble. And your profile picture with Bolt, the glasses and the blue. That's right. I know Buzz with the glasses, and there was a little Bolt underneath. Yeah. I still got those pictures. And H2O Beaver, yes, take him out. Not too sure what you mean by that. Okay, I think that's a bit weird. There we go. I just thought that was weird. Please take him out of this life. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. There we go. So there's been a few changes, but it's great seeing you, Erin. Or KV, I'll call you KV. Because I kept looking at the picture. And kept looking at the picture. Hey, mister. Yeah, I know. I probably should have blocked them. Actually, I might block them. I actually timed them out. I'll just hide them from the channel. I can't be bothered with it. They're just bored people. I just liken to people who keep doing that sort of things. They're bored or they've got no friends. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion. Or they've got nothing else to do. So that's just people. And I suppose that's what you've got to expect on social media. It's just the way it is. But you look at all the people who've gone through the chat tonight, and we've had some people come on with weird stuff. You just get rid of them. But most of the time, all the chat people that pop on here on the chat are really good people, and I really appreciate them popping in, their support, joining the chat. And even those that don't join the chat but just watch in the background, I appreciate yous as well. Because sometimes some people don't chat, or some people just have it in the background. So, but I appreciate everybody that could just take the time to just check out the channel, whichever way you choose to do it. And then, yeah, pop in and check out the rest of the channel, the shorts, the videos, and so on. And ASN says, the dog in a loving home full of homemade treats is a happy house hippo. Oh, they're going to end up like hippo if I keep doing this. Or something like that. That'd be so... I was just about to say that'd be so funny. What time is it now? Okay, we'll just finish up. I think we better finish up now. And I've got to clean up and get to bed, and I've got to be up early. Please, if you can, if you've got a chance, please join us in the... Oh, thank you. That's what I was going to tell you, KB. You just said, glad to see you still go live. We actually took a break for a while, for about 2 months or so, from doing the lives. And it's only been about a month or so ago, or a month and a half ago, that we've started doing the lives again. Just took a little bit of a break from it, and just got it back up and running. Just last week, we were off for about 2 weeks, but I had to go away, and we're back. And so that's what's happened there. And go check out the shorts and the videos. We've got some... I've changed a few things around on the channel, but go and check them out. And breaks are always important. They are. You can't keep doing it all the time. And we'll next be training... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Racen. I never thought about putting in the next live link up there. Appreciate that. Good thinking. Yeah, I remember like 4 months into your channel, you took a 2 month break. Yeah. Because the other thing too, there is life outside of YouTube. Like, I've got other things to do as well. My mind's always on it. I get in trouble for that, but my mind's generally on it. I think, get the camera out. Can I film this and do that sort of stuff? And then you put some things together and that. So, but yeah, you've got to be careful of that too. You just don't get too consumed with it, because you've got to do other things. My problem is I find it fun and really enjoy it. And I'm really enjoying meeting new people, chatting on here. And as you can see, I said I was going to go, and that was probably 10 minutes ago. So, but anyway, that's the way it is. Anyway, I better finish up. Thanks for dropping in again, KV. And everybody, ASN, appreciate your support, and everybody. And for popping that up for the next stream. If you can, please join us in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. Sydney time. And that's Australian Eastern Standard Time. Check it on the channel, the main page, upcoming live, and it'll give you your local times as well. And KB says, but I've made a routine to upload once a week, so I can have a few days out of a break once in a while. Yeah, you've got to do that. You've got to do that. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Everyone have a great day, night, evening, morning, lunch, breakfast, morning tea, afternoon tea, wherever you are in the world. We appreciate you stopping by and checking us out. You going to say goodbye, Buzz? You don't care? You going to say goodbye? Was that a no? Was that a no? Oh. You're turning into a rude boy. You're turning into a rude boy. Okay. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. You don't want me to... No, you don't want me to stop. You're just being a... Don't be a pain.